J for Jumpy is at my house. We're sitting in my drawing room and we're doing this interview. I'm in my chaddas and t-shirt because I just woke up and these guys have come over to bother me. So here we go. Shoot. I was born in Karachi on the 21st of July in 1971. I'm a Cancerian. Apart from doing music, I like playing water sports. I like the outdoors. I'm an outdoors kind of guy. You find me at the beach a lot in Karachi, and if I'm in Islamabad, you find me going up to Nathia Valley or doing some trekking somewhere in between Nathia Valley and Mari. I'm the director and CEO of a pharmaceutical company called BDS in Pakistan. We deal with veterinary pharmaceuticals. We supply all over Pakistan, and we're the second largest company in Pakistan doing this. Favorite bands, I'd say, not just one musician. My favorite bands from America and the US and all over the world would have to be 70s rock bands. People like Aerosmith, Boston, Led Zeppelin, Kiss, Aerosmith, all the great 70s bands. And I like the Blue Man Group. I was actually brought up listening to classic rock, and I happen to like blues, jazz, everything. Rap. Can't stand rap. The most memorable experience that I can remember is the first time I got to play at Wembley Arena, which was back in '94 with a group called Awaz. That's the same, played on the same stage that people like Led Zeppelin, Kiss, Aerosmith and all these other great musicians have played on. And then when we were walking backstage, there's a Hall of Fame backstage at Wembley Arena, which has all these autographs and posters of all the people who played there. So it was good to know that we were in the company of legends. I got into music because my brother was a guitar player. I'll have to give you a bit of history about this. I was living in Dubai. I shifted back in 1984, end of '84. In Dubai, my brother was in a top 40 rock band. And back in those days, they used to play a lot of Van Halen, Scorpions, and stuff like that. So when he left for college, he left his guitar and amp at the house, and we shifted back to Pakistan. And I just started banging out on some chords, and I think the first song I learned how to play was Smoke on the Water by Deeper. And from then on, it's just been a roller coaster. What inspires me the most is when I get up on stage and I see the people going nuts. That's what makes my day. That's what makes me do what I do. Family support has always been there. My mother's an artist, and my father is a businessman. Even though he had problems with me playing guitar in the beginning, I think once you bring your first paycheck back, whether it's working for a company, a doctor, an engineer, a musician, whatever, your parents just want to know that you can take care of yourself, and that's what it's all about. I believe in If you can play, just play. It's not all about the music. It's about the total package. I've been in the music scene for a while now. It started in '87 with the Barbarians, and then went on to Awaz and the Signs and Junoon on the way. I played bass in Junoon. I've done a lot of stuff. So yeah, it's been years. Wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't change anything. I have no regrets. I enjoy my life thoroughly. As you can see, I live in a nice house, got a lot of money, and I'm happy. Well, a couple of years ago there was only PTV and there was STM, and you had one radio station. Today you've got Indus Music, you've got ARY the Music, you've got Uni Plus, you've got Vectone, you've got this, you've got that. You've got like 6 radio stations, maybe 7. I think now is the right time to do music. When we were starting out, the media wasn't behind it 100%. Today you can be a nobody, get up from your room, make a song, get on TV, and people will know who you are. And I think that's great. I think that's encouraging a lot of new people to come out. And rock and roll's always been about new people. So it's good to see new faces. If you look at the West and you look at America, which is where all this basically came from. If you compare us to that, right now we're in the 60s. The media has just opened up now over the last 3 or 4 years, and you've got all these bands coming out. Over a period of time, what will happen is that a lot of these people will get filtered out, and only the good ones will remain, and then you get a new bunch of people coming. I'm talking about within the next 3 or 4 years. It's all good. It's like I said, it's encouraging. Working in a band situation has always been great for me. I believe if you're going to continue to grow and evolve and just be yourself, you need to keep reinventing yourself, and that's what I did with Karavan. Today I believe Karavan has spawned so many bands. So many of these kids come up to me and tell me, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be playing guitar, or I wouldn't be listening to rock music, or I wouldn't be doing this, I wouldn't be doing that. That's gratifying. That's why we do this. The first performance of Karavan was done at the Channel B show in '97, I believe. It was a complete disaster. Sound system was bad, we weren't rehearsed, and it was hot, and the crowd was screaming. I don't know how we got through that show. That was also Najam's first show with us. But that really told us that, if we're going to do this, we better do this really well. What changes has Karavan undergone since then? We lost a singer. In '98, Najam decided he wanted to pursue his solo career. We got a guy called Tanseer Dar in '99, and we've done 2 albums with him, and we're working on the 4th one now. So, changes are good. Changes are good if you can make them happen yourself. I think people, when people don't want to be team players, they either leave or they're asked to leave. I certainly don't expect any of my guys to just be chained down and just do this and just do that. I'm not a dictator. So if somebody comes up to me in the band and says, "Yeah, I've got this project that I want to do, so I won't be able to give the band, time for 1 month. I'll say go ahead, man, because it's all about music. You see, we don't do this to make money or to live or to do this. We're all well off. People have been asking us about management. Management, in the past we never had management. I was always doing things myself. But the fact is, when you're a CEO of a company and you have to go to office from 9 to 5 and look after a company that's grossing crores of rupees, you can't do justice to managing a band. Therefore, we've got a great new management team led by a guy called Farooq Wahab and his assistant Asad, who also manages our website. These guys are invaluable to us because they make sure that the band not only survives but thrives. And whether it's internet publicity, press, media, television, shows, it's all their ball game, and it's because of them that we do what we do. Karavan writing songs doesn't have to do with me or with Tanseer or with Sameer or with Alan. I think it's a collective thing. I'll come up with a riff, Tanseer will come up with a melody, and Alan and Sameer will come up with a groove, and on that we'll go through that for a couple of days and we'll get a song. I hate making videos. I think unfortunately it's an unnecessary thing for the music industry. But since we have to survive, we got to make videos. So we're making videos. Caravan Live is where we're at, man. It's good to know that you're the best live band in Pakistan. But yet we still don't play live enough. That may be because you have to be into it. Again, that whole thing about the money comes in. It's not about the money. It's about, if we want to do it, we do it. If we don't want to do it, we won't do it. There's nobody telling us you have to do this, you have to do that. We make our own rules, we live by them, and they work for us. I don't think we've achieved anything. I think this is just the beginning. We've got another 10, 15 albums to go, and then maybe we'll achieve something. We recorded some of the shows that we did unplugged. I think what we're going to do is we're going to release them as bonus tracks on albums. I don't believe there'll be a complete unplugged album. I think that would be really boring. You might get 3 of those tracks on this new album that's coming out now. We're looking towards the international market, but we're looking more towards the West than to the East. I think rock music is always going to be a Western thing, not an Eastern thing. So we're looking West, we're not looking East. Future plans are to continue doing what we do here. We set a benchmark for how music should be presented, how album covers should look, how to do rock music in Pakistan, and we're going to continue doing that. We're going to push the boundaries. This new album that's going to come out later this year is going to be the heaviest album we've ever done, and I'm psyched up. We've got 3 international tours, I believe, in the works. One is a Canadian tour, the other is an Indian tour. Yes, we're going to India. And the other one is a US tour. So all of this is in the works. This will probably happen within the next 2 to 3 months. We want to finish our album first and go out there with new material. Probably at the top of the Billboard charts. I love J for Jumpy. I think J for Jumpy and all the other sites that promote Pakistani rock music are great. We need more and more of this happening. If you can create awareness, it's great. Whether it's for rock music, pop music, folk music, any kind of music. Access to certain bands, a lot of underground bands, is very limited. So through websites like yours and others, people get a chance to hear people who they might not hear ever. Upcoming bands को मैं ये बोलना चाहूँगा कि work hard, play hard, and don't compromise. If you're gonna compromise, you're gonna lose. So don't compromise. Fans, we love you. You know that. We do anything for you. We die for you. We get up on that stage. We deliver. When you pay 300 rupees, 500 rupees, 1,000 rupees to come and see us, you better believe we're gonna give you the best goddamn show you're gonna see. That's it.